Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new luxury line that just hit Bath & Body Works a few weeks ago. They brought out 7 new additions to the luxury collection they already had, and they only brought back 2 from the ones that launched last year. Of course, I have all of them in front of me, so if you guys are interested in hearing what high-end fragrances I think these are trying to duplicate, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Oshumare. On this channel, I talk about all things smell good. So if you're into smelling good, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. All right, you guys. So we're going to kind of try to keep this one moving because at this point, I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of exciting things about this line. And I have never had so many people slide into my DMs and ask me what my thoughts are on these fragrances. I wasn't going to do a review on them, but we're just going to go over them really quickly. And I tried my very best not to watch anybody else's review of these because I wanted to form my own opinions. I didn't want to be influenced, y'all. I get influenced very quickly as well. But I did watch my girl, I can't remember her name, but she works at Bath & Body Works. And I heard her talking about the green one, the one that is like the fig one. But I didn't watch the whole review. I just wanted to show a little bit of support. So I kind of let it go in the background and just kind of cleaned up. But that was the only one that I saw. So I'm really curious to watch other videos after this and see what other people were getting from these and see if we're kind of, smelling the same thing. Let's start off with the one that is actually one of my favorites from this whole new luxury line. This one was very unexpected to me, and this one is called You're Cheeky. So usually, at least based off of the ones that came out last year, you could kind of somewhat get a indication as to what it was going to smell like based off of the color, because the color of the bottles were also matching most of the perfumes that they were inspired by. But with this one, that is not the case at all. So in this one, you have notes of pink peppercorn, warm almond flower, and vanilla bean. Those notes also threw me off a lot. But the second that I smelled this, you guys, I was not confused at all. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this smells just like Carolina Herrera's Good Girl blush. This one. Y'all, this is probably my favorite one from the whole Carolina Herrera line. It's just super dainty, soft, smells very pink, innocent, perfect for like spring and summer. And these are not the same color at all. I would have expected this one to be like a light pink. Maybe because they already have the one from last year that smells like Delina. They didn't want to come out with another pink one, but this is very deceiving to me. But as soon as I smelled it, y'all, it smells just like it. I actually haven't smelled these side by side, so I'm going to spray a little bit of Good Girl blush over here and then just smell them side by side. Yeah, you guys, they smell so similar. That is so good. I feel like this one might be slightly muskier, but if you smell them side by side, you really couldn't tell the difference. And I'm almost out of this shoe. I think I have like my juices down to here. So adding this to my collection is really going to help me with, kind of postponing me getting another one of these, because not only does this smell like it, but the longevity is really, really nice. Out of all of these, some of these are moderate projecting. Other ones, they last for a really long time. And I think this one and one other one, they last the longest on my skin. Yeah, y'all, but they got that one down. And it's really nice to see them coming out with other, inspired body mists that aren't so overly done. Like, I could have seen them coming out with one that smelled like Good Girl. That one has been done over and over again in so many other fragrances. So I was really shocked to smell this DNA in here because, you don't really see that one duplicated a lot. So yeah, if you can't really afford this one, or you like it, you maybe wanted to get a backup, you ran out, this would be a great alternative because it's got really nice longevity. I really can't remember the longevity of this one, but this body mist, they did a really good job with the longevity, the scent, everything. So smelling this one, this was a pleasant surprise. And this is probably one of my favorites from the new luxury collection. So once again, this is You're Cheeky. This next one that I picked up, it seems like it could go either way because of the note of fig. I really didn't know what direction they were going to go in, but this one is called Guilty as Fig. And based off the color, I was taking a guess as to what it could smell like, but then also there's other fragrances that have fig in it. So in this one, it says you have notes of fig nectar, lush jasmine, and creamy musk. And so when I smelled this one, I didn't smell any of these in the stores. I waited until I got home. But you guys, okay, so I was torn if this was going to smell more so like Jo Malone's Fig and Lotus Flower because it has, you know, the fig name in here. And the notes are somewhat kind of similar, but still a little different. Or if it was going to smell like Father Figure, because this kind of looks more so like this versus the Jo Malone. And then when I smelled it, y'all, it smells, to my nose at least, just like Father Figure. I mean, spot on. Like, they did a really good job with this. And this was another one that lasts a decent amount of time. I don't think this one lasts as long as Your Cheeky on my skin, but it did last a good 3 hours on my skin. And that's with no oils, no lotion. But that's still really good because even though Fleur, you know, they keep on coming out with fragrances left and right, this is still fairly a newer fragrance to the line. And it's just super cozy. It's one that's perfect for all seasons, really, but mostly in the fall and the winter. So this is perfect for right now, or if you want to put something on that's just very cozy, almost your skin but better. I mean, it's definitely not a skin scent, but it has that musky and fig combination that is just very soothing. So this is a really nice addition to this line too, and this was a very popular fragrance when it came out. I think it's still somewhat popular, a little bit more than Jo Malone, and it seems like for the most part when they do these inspired fragrance mists, they're usually going after something that's very, very popular or, you know, going viral on TikTok, continues to go viral on TikTok. So this one definitely hands down, at least to me, smells like Father Figure. And I think that this is a pretty good version. So yeah, if you love that DNA of Father Figure, then you would love Guilty as Fig. Next, we have one that is probably in the sleekest, sexiest, grown and sexy type of packaging. And this one is called Midnight Addiction. And isn't that such a pretty bottle? I don't think I've seen a whole lot of just black bottles from Bath and Body Works, any of the body mists. Well, they do have Into the Night, which these two do kind of favor each other a little bit, but it's not a dupe for that. But it does kind of put you in mind of that like going out, stepping out type of sexy DNA. But you guys, without a doubt, even without reading the notes, telling you guys what the notes are, as soon as I smelled this, I was like, yeah, I get the coffee. I'm getting that vanilla. This for sure smells like the original OG Black Opium from YSL. So in this one, you have notes of ripe plum, rich almond flour, and addictive coffee bean. And yeah, it smells just like it. I don't know if my nose is starting to change or what, but this one smells so good to me. And like a year ago or two, I was very much so over the original Black Opium DNA. I just had smelled it so much, especially my sister. She loved the original one of this one. I'm more of like a Le Parfum type of Black Opium girl, but this one smells really, really nice to me. So maybe I might add Black Opium back in my collection. Probably don't need to though, because this is actually another one that lasts a decent amount of time on my skin. And I don't have the original, but I'll put a picture of that one up on the screen somewhere, just in case you're not familiar with it. But if you love that coffee, vanilla, plum concoction that smells just like Black Opium, then we have another dupe here. But there's so many dupes of this one. So if you do love this DNA, I'm sure you have this somewhere in your collection. But if you just can never get enough of it, then they did a really good job with this one. Smells exactly like Black Opium. So once again, this is Midnight Addiction. Along those same lines as fragrances that they just keep on making over and over again. Next, we have Sing Rouge. And there was no mystery to this. This one, 100%, it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, which is very interesting to me that they came out with another one that smells like that, because they just came out with the summer collection. I can't remember what that one was called, but That one smelled just like Baccarat as well. I mean, it did also smell like Charosa 68, but this one for sure smells very, very close to this DNA. I'm going to spray them side by side because I haven't done that yet. But I mean, we have yet another one that smells like Baccarat Rouge, y'all. So I guess they had to have one that was specific for that, which makes sense. But yeah, it definitely captured that whole DNA. I mean, they got it down. Okay, so this is Baccarat, and then this is Sing Rouge. Yeah, this 100% is the OG 540. So yeah, I mean, you know, if you just can't get enough of that DNA, it is a very classy, pretty, kind of sweet, you know, mysterious type of fragrance. It's very elegant as well. And, you know, if you don't have this in your collection and you just really don't want to pay the money for it, this is a fantastic alternative because, I mean, when it's not on sale, it's what, $18.95. But if you can catch it on a sale, I mean, that's way cheaper than almost $400. So I'm not here to judge. If you just love the scent DNA, then here is another one for you. Once again, this one is called Sing Rouge. Okay, so let's get into the one that I am probably the most excited about. This might be my first favorite, might be a close second, but either way, it's sweet, smells delicious. It's a gourmand lover's dream, and this one is called Loyal to You. And of course, based off of this packaging, this could go so many different ways, especially with the notes that are listed. But as soon as I smelled this one, this is another one that I have in my collection, the actual inspired scent, and it smells just like it to me. So in this one, you have notes of sweet lemon blossom, orange flower, and vanilla marshmallow. You guys, and this one to me smells dead on to the original Dolce & Gabbana Devotion, which this is a love of mine. And I actually, is this the original? Yeah, this is the original one. Oh yeah, y'all. These smell identical, which is so fun. I didn't know if they were gonna try to maybe make this one smell like Acro Bake or Lyra from Zherzhov, but this one's not as soft and fluffy and airy as Lyra. And then it doesn't quite smell like Acro Bake either. To me, it smells dead on to Devotion, which is one of my favorite lemon cakey gourmand scents. Oh yeah, and let me spray this one. Now, unfortunately for me, I mean, I haven't worn this one a whole lot, but I felt like this one wasn't as strong. Oh, that does smell so nice. This one didn't last the longest. Like this one, You're Cheeky, this one lasts a very long time on me. I feel like this one kind of started to taper off around the second hour, if that. From what I remember, yeah, these smell exactly alike to me. It just didn't last all that long. But it does smell really good. So if you like a lemon, cakey, vanilla, just yummy, very gourmand, literal type of fragrance, then I think you are going to love this one. This one smells so delicious to me. I could see myself going and getting another one of these just because once it goes on sale, I feel like it's gonna sell out very quickly. This one, I feel like it's gonna sell out really quickly as well as You're Cheeky because this one just smells really good. And we've been wanting more gourmands from Bath and Body Works. We didn't really get that many over the holiday season. We got, like for SAS, we got a lot of summer forward type of body mist. So we've been waiting for fragrances like this. And then this one is just so different. It's a nice step out of the box from all of the expected type of fragrances that have been duped. So this one to me smells so good, very spot on to Devotion. So if you were curious about it, I think it smells just like that one. So once again, this is Loyal to You. And then these last two that we're going to get into, these are the ones that I can't really find a spot on fragrance. It could go in so many different directions. Let's start off with Aqua Hour. So it's interesting that they came out with another fragrance that has this same scent palette, the same kind of color contrast, because they also came out with one very similar called On the Horizon from last year. And y'all, they smell very, very similar. And the fragrance that this one is putting me in mind of, unless I don't have it in my collection, is pretty much the same one that this one reminded me of. So in this one, you have notes of watery bergamot, fresh peony, and salty cedarwood. And that also threw me off too, because a lot of aquatic fragrances don't really have a whole lot of peony in them. But you guys, right off the bat, this one smells like Giorgio Armani's Aqua Gioia, which is a fragrance that I've emptied time and time again. My sister has emptied, and I still have this version. And this one could also slightly be kind of, you know, masculine leaning. All right, so we're going to spray the perfume, and this is going to be on this side. And then over here, we have the body mist. Okay, so wait a minute. You know what? Side by side, this one's smelling way stronger, way more unisex. And this one is actually smelling a little bit closer to Ocean de Joya. It's one of them de Joyas, y'all. It's one of them de Joyas. Yeah, I can't really put my finger on it. And I couldn't really put my finger on this one when this one came out either. But if you know you like that, like aquatic, kind of salty, unisex leaning type of fragrance. No, you know what? I think this one smells a little bit closer to Ocean de Joya. What do you guys think? Put in the comments down below. Let me know, what is your take on this? You know, this is maybe why I should have watched some videos to see what other people think. But I honestly, my first thought was the original Aqua de Joya. But smelling it again, it smells more so like Ocean de Joya. Honestly, when I first got this one, I was not planning on keeping it. I was just gonna review it for you guys and then take it back to the store. But after smelling it again, I actually do kind of like it. And I think it would be a perfect gem scent, or just a really good summer, spring, beachy type of scent. So yeah, leave down below. Let me know, what do you guys think Aqua Hour smells like? And then last but not least, we have Madame Mystique. So again, this is another one that I'm not really sure exactly what this one is trying to smell like, because it kind of reminds me of a mix of a lot of different fragrances. So the first thing that came to mind is like a Chanel fragrance. Which Chanel fragrance, I don't know, because I don't have all of them, but it's almost giving like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like it kind of has a little bit of Coco Mademoiselle-esque-ness to it. But then it also kind of reminds me of Mon Prairie. And there was a fragrance, I think there was another one from the other luxury collection that kind of gave me that same vibe as Mon Prairie. Mon Prairie is not a fragrance that I have in my collection. I always get things that kind of smell like it, but I've never ever actually pulled the trigger and got actual Mon Prairie, even though I know that is a love of people. Because it is a love and it is so popular still, I feel like this one probably is trying to be an inspired version of that one. But again, it's just got like more of a like patchouli-ness to it than Mon Prairie. So in this one, you have notes of bright red berries, rose petals, and sultry wood. So it doesn't mention anything about patchouli or anything like that, but I'm getting a little something that is a little kind of like woodsy in here, but I can't quite put my finger exactly on what it is, which is driving me crazy. So it's got to be something that I just don't have in my collection. Because on paper, I don't get any type of Chanel DNA. I just get Mon Prairie. So I'm just going to go with Mon Prairie and maybe like a dabble of something having to do with a Chanel fragrance. But again, I want to hear what you guys think. So put in the comments down below if you guys have picked it up or if you guys have watched other reviews. What do people think this one smells like? Because to me, I don't really know. And honestly, this one is not my favorite out of all of them because I just don't gravitate towards Mon Prairie like that. For some reason, it smells really good. I love the berryness in it, but it's never a scent profile that I want to smell like. But if you love you a good floral and slightly fruity type of fragrance, then I think you would really enjoy this one. But for me, it's it's just okay. So once again, this one is Madame Mystique. Okay, so those are all the new ones that they came out with. So the only two ones that I saw that they brought back from the old collection is, of course, Viva Vanilla. This one smells to me just like Vanilla Vice from Sniff, but it also smells like a version of a whole lot of other fragrances. Like it's a little vanilla 28 in here. It's a whole bunch of other things in here. There's a little mod vanilla from Ariana Grande. So it's a really good classic type of vanilla smell. So I'm happy that they kept that one around, especially for all of the vanilla lovers. And then, of course, my absolute favorite, I think still over all of the ones even that came out this year, is Covered in Roses. This one smells just like the original Delina by Parfums Marley. This is so good. I have so many backups of this one. Oh, it is just so pretty. It's so pretty. Probably one of the closest Delina dupes as far as like body mist that I've ever smelled. They did a really good job with this one. So these are the only two that they brought back. They didn't bring back any of the other ones. I'm really shocked that they didn't bring back Pink Obsessed, because that one smells like a very popular fragrance, Sada Born Aroma, the original from Valentino. But at least we got those two. And out of all of the ones that they brought out, the new ones, I already pretty much told you guys which ones were my favorite. But again, my favorite would be Your Cheeky, because I love this scent DNA. It's so pretty and girly to me. Then I also really love this Loyal to You. So these two are my favorite. I could probably do without all of the other ones, but I'm probably just, going to keep them so that I have them. I was really looking forward to the one that was leaked on someone's page a while ago. It was like a pistachio one that was supposed to be coming out. That one I think is going to come out closer to the springtime. So be on the lookout for that one. As soon as that one comes out, I can't wait to get my hands on that. And then they're going to have some other ones that are going to be trickling into the stores too. So yeah, I'm really excited. But overall, I think they did a really good job. They threw in some fragrances that we really don't get a lot of duplicates of. I do think that we could have done without this Sing Rouge, and I would have said this Midnight Addiction. We really didn't need either one of these because we have seen so many versions, but I actually do really like this Midnight Addiction. So maybe just this Sing Rouge, because how many Baccarat Rouge 540 dupes do we need at this point? But other than that, I think that they are off to a really good start. All right, you guys, so that is it. Those are all my first impressions, thoughts, and reviews on this whole new luxury collection. Comment down below, let me know, are you guys impressed with these? Which ones are your favorites? Which ones do you think we could have done without? Let's talk about it down below. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Share it with a friend or two. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.